Stop playing by the standard corporate rules and start treating your career like a battlefield. You've been sold a lie. They said hard work wins. They said keep your head down, play nice, wait your turn. Look around. The ones who rise aren't the deserving ones. They're the ones who know a secret you don't. The game is a duel, not a team photo. We are applying Musashi's dueling strategies to help you strike at your competitors' weaknesses before they even realize you've moved. It is time to maintain unshakable composure and achieve total victory over your professional rivals. Miyamoto Musashi never lost, not because he was the strongest, not because his sword was longer, because he saw what everyone else missed. Strategy is the craft of the warrior, and in the absence of actual war, your career is your blood sport. You think your office is different? The politics, the passive-aggressive emails, the credit theft, the closed-door promotions, that's not combat. Wake up. The conference room is a dojo. The quarterly review is a deathmatch. Your rival across the table, not your colleague, your enemy. The only difference between Musashi's Japan and your open-plan office is the weapon. He used steel. You use leverage, perception, and brutal timing. Let's weaponize the Book of Five Rings to dismantle modern professional opposition through psychological dominance and tactical rhythm. We bypass defensive posturing to strike at the competitor's hesitation, utilizing the void to maintain an unshakable, detached composure. By mastering these lethal strategic principles, we transform corporate friction into absolute mastery. 1. The ground book. Know your terrain before they move. Musashi wrote that the commander must know natural rules, the rules of the country and the rules of houses. Translation: you need to understand the unspoken hierarchy, the real decision makers, and the emotional map of your workplace. Most people walk into meetings blind. They prepare slides. They rehearse talking points. They never ask the dangerous questions. What does my rival fear at 2 a.m.? What does my boss actually need to keep their job? Where is the single weak point in this room? Stop looking at your career as a ladder. Ladders get kicked over. Think battlefield. 1 week, you're on a high visibility project. Next week, you're frozen out of emails. That's not random. That's a flanking maneuver. If you don't see it, you're already dead. Here's what separates the corpses from the victors. Attention to scale. Musashi said, know the smallest things and the biggest things. The smallest thing, a micro-expression when your rival's name is mentioned. The biggest thing, the strategic direction of your entire industry. The man who only focuses on his daily tasks is a foot soldier. The man who reads market trends, studies his competitors' career trajectories, and maps out 6 months in advance, that's a general. And generals don't lose to foot soldiers. A quick story. A guy I knew, call him D, was mid-level at a tech firm. He had a rival, J, who always landed the good projects. J wasn't smarter, wasn't harder working, but J understood something D didn't. Hesitation is a death sentence. Every time a leadership role opened, J had already held 3 off-the-record conversations before the job was even posted. D was still updating his resume. J won, not because he was better, but because he moved first. Musashi would have grinned. The real fight happens before the fight. 2. The water book. Become the shape they can't hold. Water takes the shape of its container. Sometimes a trickle, sometimes a tsunami. In your career, rigidity is suicide. The moment you say, I'm the data guy, or I'm the creative, you've handed your rival a blueprint to your skull. They'll starve you of data. They'll box you out of creative meetings. You need to be formless. The corporate world rewards specialists, then eats them alive. When the market shifts, the specialist becomes obsolete by lunch. The generalist survives. The one who can analyze a spreadsheet, write a persuasive memo, and read a room like a psychic. Musashi carried 2 swords, not because he needed both, because he refused to be limited. You need 2, 3, 4 versions of yourself. The analyst, the storyteller, the strategist, the silent enforcer. Switch between them like water-changing vessels. And here's the dark truth. Most people can't stomach. You have to be willing to be feared. Water doesn't apologize for flooding, it just floods. Musashi said, never let the enemy see your spirit. That means you keep your cards so close they become part of your skin. Smile when you're furious. Nod when you disagree. Never let them know how badly you want it, because the second they see your hunger, they will weaponize it. Remember a guy I worked with? Call him Mike. Brilliant, but every time a rival won, you could read it on his face. Jaw clench, tight eyes. He thought he was hiding it. He wasn't. People started feeding him fake opportunities just to watch him crash. His rivals used his own ego as a leash. Don't be Mike. Be the still water that reflects nothing and drowns everything. 3. The Fire Book. Strike before their brain registers fear. Musashi outlined 3 ways to forestall an enemy. Attack first, wait and counter, attack together. But the real secret, the best defense, is making sure they never get comfortable enough to take a breath. Most people react. They wait for the promotion announcement, then feel bitter. They wait for the layoff, then scramble to update LinkedIn. They wait for the rival to move, then panic. That's a losing strategy. The warrior creates the action. You should be the one sending the meeting recap email before your rival finishes their coffee. You should be framing the narrative before anyone asks. You should be the name that echoes in the hallway before the decision is even made. Musashi had a phrase for this: holding down a pillow. It means not allowing the enemy's head to rise. In corporate terms, never let your rival recover. If they stumble on a project, you don't celebrate. You quietly step in and solve what they couldn't. If they miss a deadline, you deliver early. You build a reputation so solid that when cuts come, they look at you and look at your rival, and the choice is surgical. Let me give you a different movie reference. Think of Heat, the De Niro and Pacino film. Neil McCauley doesn't win because he's the best shot. He wins because he's willing to walk away from anything in 30 seconds flat. That's emotional detachment. That's the Fire Book. When you're willing to lose the battle to win the war, you become unpredictable. And unpredictability is terror to a rival who needs stability to survive. 4. The Win Book. Your rival's weakness is written on their face. Musashi studied other schools not to copy them, but to find their distortions. Some loved extra long swords, reach over skill. Others obsessed over speed, forgetting that speed without rhythm is just panic. Your rivals have predictable flaws. You just haven't looked hard enough. The overconfident one will overcommit. Let him smile, nod, let him take credit for a project destined to implode. He'll hang himself by Friday. The insecure one will hoard information. Don't fight him directly. Go around. Build alliances with everyone he's ignored. The political player will eventually make an enemy of someone more powerful. Wait for that moment, then step through the gap. It is difficult to know yourself if you do not know others. So study your rivals like lab specimens. What do they want at 3 a.m.? What are they terrified of losing? Who do they need approval from? Once you know that, you own the board. You don't have to destroy everyone. You just have to make yourself indispensable while they make themselves expendable. 5. The Void. The empty mind that never breaks. The final book is The Void. Musashi said the void isn't ignorance. It's the place where you've let go of attachment to outcome, and that is the most lethal state you can reach. When you stop needing the promotion, you become dangerous. When you stop fearing the layoff, you become free. When you stop caring whether your rival likes you, you become untouchable. Because once you're in the void, you don't react emotionally. You observe, you calculate, you strike when the timing is perfect, not when your ego screams for revenge. Think of American Psycho. Not the violence, but the blank, unreadable surface. Patrick Bateman wins social battles because no one can tell what he's thinking. That's the void. You become a mirror that gives nothing back. Your rival throws a punch, sees no reaction, and starts doubting their own reality. That's when you move. Here's a short story about you. Walk into a meeting tomorrow. Your rival is there pitching your idea as his own. 6 months ago, you'd feel heat rising. You'd interrupt, defend yourself, look emotional. He'd win by making you look unstable. But now you've read Musashi. Now you understand. You sit back. You let him talk. You wait until the very end, and then you ask one quiet question. That's interesting. Can you walk us through the pilot data I ran last quarter? The room goes silent. His face flickers. You've won without raising your voice. That's the void. 6. The grind. Musashi didn't wake up invincible. Step by step, 1,000-mile road. You want to dominate? You train every single day. Read emails twice. Once for information, once for intent. Rehearse conversations like a boxer shadow boxes. Keep your body strong because a weak body leaks into a weak mind. Sleep like a predator, wake like a weapon, and never forget, this is a fight. The second you pretend it's not, you've already lost. So here's your mission starting tomorrow. Pick one rival, just one. Study them for a week. Not their resume, their rhythm. When do they get anxious? When do they overplay their hand? What's the one thing they want more than oxygen? Then ask yourself, how do I make my success their blind spot? You don't need to destroy everyone. You just need to become so sharp, so calm, so strategically invisible that no one even wants to step into the ring with you. Now, stop reading. Stop watching. The battlefield is waiting, and your rival has no idea what's about to hit them. Thank you for watching. If you want more raw, uncut wisdom, join my free newsletter. And if you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll leave here my 8+ hour video of Miyamoto Musashi's wisdom for you to watch next. I'll see you soon.